Hi everyone, in this video I will be talking about the best items you can get from Risa or you can use outside of Risa, vanity stuff aside. So I've already covered the Risian volcanology kit frame and the tsunami generator in a separate video, and I've determined that these two things are next to useless. As for the kit frame, if you want that gas protection or immunity to fire damage, this could be useful, but then you would be better off with kit frames that actually give you useful bonuses in combat. So yeah, and also later in this video I'll talk about the difference between impulsive and superior floaters and hoverboards, because somebody asked me about that. But anyways, we'll get to that later. So the most useful things that you can actually use outside of Risa, aside from vanity, so costumes and vanity shields, of course. So there's no actual useful space items other than these vanity shields, so we'll be covering strictly the ground equipment, which some of these are actually pretty good. So let's start. So ball lightning is actually very useful. I see many people use this as a good AoE attack in TFOs and all that, and I personally don't use it, but it's good. It's a very good kit module, and it's universal, so that's great. Any profession can use it then. Floor's lava, less useful. It's very intermittent in terms of damage. It's not very good. It's very situational, and the recharge on this is ridiculously long. With my bonuses, it's 2 minutes and 15 seconds, but then regularly it would be 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's too long. Alright, so moving on, the Risian kit. This one is very nice if you want a kit that's re-engineerable with kit performance, which is usually the most recommended modifier for kits. So the way to do this is you want to upgrade it, not actually upgrade it, but just open the upgrade window with it, which will turn it to Risian kit MK12, which then will allow you to re-engineer it and then make it all kit performance, which then you can upgrade it to full. I got this from a guide, and I'll put that guide in the description below so you can look at it if you're curious. It's a guide about ground combat, so yeah. Sandstorm Generator and Hurricane Turret, not useful, so neither are the Bridge Officer training manuals for that. Molten Terrain is nice for engineers, so same thing with the training manuals for that. Cyclonic Generator is not so useful. Seismic Agitation Field is very useful. I use this personally. This one, the nice thing about this is the cooldown for this is the same time as exothermic or endothermic agitation field. So using, or whatever those things are called, the one that spews out huge amounts of ice or fire, respectively, which does massive amounts of damage. It's the heaviest damaging kit module for science, and you can combine these powers together, as you saw in one of my builds that I showed for ground combat, and they work very well together. So this holds your targets in place, and then, of course, that other kit module does massive damage to take them all down instantly. So, yes, this is nice, and in essence, the Bridge Officer training manuals for this are also very nice to put on your Bridge Officers. All my Science Bridge Officers use this. Sonic Disruption and a Virulent Dark Matter Cloud, they're not useful. I've tested both. The damage on these, they're not good. There's better science kit modules out there, and following that, also universal kit modules. So the same thing with the training manuals, you don't want that. Grafton Spike. This one is nice for tactical officers. It enhances your next attack to further increase and do some kinetic damage with knockback and knockdown, and it's an AoE attack, and it has a pretty short cooldown as well. So if you want to put these on your Bridge Officers, you also have the option. And Corrosive Grenade and Magnetic Deployment, these two are not very useful either. And I'll highlight on these later, but let's now answer the question, what is the difference between superior and impulsive floaters and power boards? So superior and impulsive, these cost the same. And the main difference, as you can see, is the speed. Impulsive is faster, but Superior is much easier to control because you won't be floating around so much. Pardon the pun. The inertia on Impulsive ones are terrible. You want to stop, but then you just keep floating, so you'll have to make sure you stop before you actually want to stop. So, for example, if you want to stop in front of, let's say, a Horgon, where you'll be getting those in the Horgon hunt, you'll have to stop before you actually reach there. And as for superior ones, it's so much more easier to control, so that. Alright, let's highlight on the things I've mentioned, which are very useful outside of Risa. So Ball Lightning, Risian Kit Module, the Molten Terrain, the Seismic Agitation Field, and the Grafton Spike. And yeah, those are the most useful things that you can get from Risa, or you can use outside of Risa. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and ring the notification bell to be notified of future videos. Helps out the channel quite a lot, and it's free, so why not? Also, you can contribute to my Patreon if you want to, link in the description, where you'll also find membership and my Discord server where you can speak to fans myself directly. And according to statistics, less than 20% of you are actually subscribed to me, so if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye!